everybody, it's Rev Jen. How's everybody doing today? I got to hear some sad news today. But before I share the sad news, I want to say something. People come into your life and they go. Sometimes you meet some wonderful people. You're like, wow, they're awesome. And sometimes these people have wonderful pets. You get to meet them, get to fall in love with them. That's how life works. When I moved here, I met my next door neighbor and I met Henry. Henry is a terrier, a very smart puppy. Well, he's not a puppy anymore. He's a senior, but he was so smart. He answered to every command that she would give him. He knew the routine. He had a routine. I mean, she never walked him, which amazes me and made me a little nervous. But, everybody, treats their dogs differently. And Henry, was so smart that he would just go, do what he had to do, and come back in the house. She would leave the door slightly ajar, and he'd run off to who knows where, and then come back and open the door and go into the house. One time I found Henry all the way near the shopping center. And I'm like, Henry, what are you doing here? Go home. You go home right now. And he looked at me. I guess he recognized me. And he took off and I watched him. And I started following him. I mean, I knew where he was going. He was going home. And I wanted to make sure. And then when the closer he got, my neighbor came out. And I told her, do you know where he was? Just to let you know. She said, oh, okay. So I guess it was normal for him to go that far away from the house. But then I started getting nervous for him. What if, if somebody doesn't know him and just grabs him? Seriously, you don't know these days. But I guess my neighbor didn't have that fear. Because she opened the door, he would run out and do whatever. But he always went back home. So I got to know Henry. In the summertime, I'd be sitting outside and he'd come over and bark at me. And I'm like, hi, Henry, how you doing today? You a good boy? When his grandpa would arrive, he'd run to his grandfather. He loves his grandfather. Love his grandfather. And his grandfather would take him for weekends at a time. I would see my neighbor and I would ask, where's Henry? Is he in the house? Said, oh, no. He's with my father. He's on vacation. I said, Henry's on vacation? She goes, yeah. I said, okay. Well, that's nice. Henry used to go on vacations, with her father. So I got to fall in love with Henry. And I would tell her, I love Henry. I love Henry. And as time went by, I noticed she got to love my two pups as well, Rocky and Remy, which was nice. So yesterday, it's been snowing here off and on. Yesterday evening, I hear a scream. I hear a dog screaming. And I'm like, is that Henry? And when I run to the door to open the door, I see my neighbor run out in her socks, no coat, no nothing, no hat or anything, and grabbed Henry because he was screaming. So I'm thinking, they put salt down. Now I go through the same thing with with my pups, especially Rocky. If he hits Saul accidentally, he is screaming like somebody's killing him. Sometimes I get embarrassed. People start looking around like what is she doing to him? And I go inside and I wipe him down, his paws. So I'm thinking the same thing happened to Henry. And she ran inside and, she wiped down his paws. So a little while ago, I'm walking Remy and I see Henry's grandpa. I go, hi. And he just looked at me very seriously. And I'm like, hi, it's me. It's me. He goes, yes, I know. And I said to him, you have things on your mind? He goes, yes, I do. I said, okay. We all have problems. Okay. And you never know what kind of problems people have. They're neighbors. Okay. You don't share everything. So, okay. I understand. He says to me, Henry passed away yesterday. I was like, what? Henry died yesterday? He goes, yes. I said, oh my God. And he told me exactly what I saw. And I told him what I saw. She said that he died in her arms. At that point, he was dying when she picked him up and was carrying him inside. And here I'm thinking, his paws are burned and he'll be fine. And she called her father, and Henry's gone. I'm like, oh my God. I loved Henry so much. He was a sweetheart. Remember one time my friend came over, she's carrying things into my house, and Henry went up to her and she was like, oh, hello. And I'm like, that's Henry. He lives next door. She's like, oh, okay. And then his mom opened the door and called him in, and he went inside. But I can't believe he's gone. I know how she's feeling. I've been there. I have 2 senior dogs. I know one of these days they're gonna go, and I'm gonna be a mess. But the idea of not seeing Henry every day, I'm gonna miss him. I'm really going to miss this little pup. He was 12. They think he had a heart attack. He's being cremated. So I will leave her alone for the next few days. Let her mourn. I'll probably leave her some flowers for Henry by her door. I don't want to intrude. But it just shows how life is so short. Whether a human being or a pet, you fall in love. You fall in love. And you expect to see them every day. I always say, tomorrow's not guaranteed. I'm going to miss Henry. I never took any pictures of him or videos of him because I saw him every day. Well, Henry, I'm going to miss you, buddy. And this is the only way I can give a tribute to him. My little Henry. I loved him so. So my prayers goes out to my neighbor. I don't want to say her name for privacy. And I know someday Henry will bring her another pup to love. So Henry, my loving pup, rest in peace, buddy. Someday you and your mom and grandpa will see each other again. My love to you.